Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This week, we commemorated Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day. People around the world gathered together in their communities to remember and to reflect, to mourn the dead, to pay tribute to the survivors, and to honor the sacrifices of the rescuers and liberators. As a member of Congress who represents South Florida, Yom HaShoah is particularly meaningful for me and for my constituents, as so many Holocaust survivors call our South Florida community home. I've had both the honor and the privilege to come to know many survivors over the years and be able to call them my friends. You know, you can only learn so much about the Holocaust from history books because the human toll, that is told by survivors. What is truly eye-opening and what really brings things into perspective is sitting down with survivors or family members of survivors and hearing their stories. It is heartbreaking, as it is unimaginable to think that humanity could inflict this kind of hatred, this kind of evil upon fellow human beings. And it is as shameful as it is unconscionable that the indifference of mankind could allow such atrocities to occur. This is why it is incumbent upon us, all of us, Mr. Speaker, to mark Yom HaShoah each and every year and to rededicate ourselves to learning from the lessons of the past so we can ensure a better future, free of such hatred, free of such intolerance. On Tuesday, we marked the Days of Remembrance with a beautiful and moving candle lighting ceremony here in the Capitol Rotunda, where survivors 6 candles representing the 6 million Jews murdered by the Nazis. It was the first such commemoration since the passing of Elie Wiesel. Elie Wiesel made it his life's mission to share the memories of what had occurred so that the world would know the truth. Elie Wiesel would not let anyone forget the horrors of the past because, as he said in his Nobel Peace Prize acceptance speech, quote, "If we forget, we are guilty. We are accomplices," end quote. Elie was only 15 years old when he and his family were deported to the Auschwitz concentration camp, facing near certain death. It was at Auschwitz where nearly 1 million Jews were murdered. Almost 1 out of every 6 Jews that were killed during the Holocaust were killed at Auschwitz. Today, Auschwitz serves as a stark reminder of the sins of the past, of the evil, of the indifference of mankind. But it also serves as an educational opportunity, an opportunity to bear witness. As Elie Wiesel said at the dedication ceremony of our United States Holocaust Memorial Museum in 1993, "For the dead and the living, we must bear witness." For not only are we responsible for the memories of the dead, Mr. Speaker, we are also responsible for what we are doing with those memories. That is why since 1988, the International March of the Living has brought over 250,000 participants together from over 50 countries to march a 3-kilometer path leading from Auschwitz to Birkenau. The march is a silent tribute to all victims of the Holocaust, and as the International March of the Living states, it is intended to inspire individuals to fight indifference, to fight racism, to fight injustice by witnessing the atrocities of the Holocaust. This past Monday, the International March of the Living held its annual march in Poland. And though the march is a silent tribute, Mr. Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to pay a vocal tribute to the participants of the March of the Living, as well as to the International March of the Living members for their part in keeping alive the legacy, in keeping alive the memory of those who perished. I pay tribute to its efforts to educate, to bring together individuals with survivors so that they can get a better understanding of what blind hatred can do if left unchecked. And I pay tribute to the International March of the Living for its pledge to never again, and to working to build a world in which we can all fulfill our promise of a better future, free from hatred, free from bigotry, free from indifference to the suffering of others.